seen a couple of like toss-up rounds from BACCHESS in the past, but like for the first difficulty against this, this particular set is you have to get in a point where you are able to play against UYESHOTA and play offense. And then the problem is playing offense against UYESHOTA, which usually isn't a problem, but it is its own set of problems because of who you're playing against.
It's like trying to break a concrete wall by just poking it.
It's
UYESHOTA is gonna be UYESHOTA's gonna be relentless to try and go up against. We'll see what BACCHESS can do though. Now, I don't think either player's one to stray away from a challenge, so this will still be something exciting.
Yeah, like UYESHOTA is literally just getting to sit on this full zone meter and actually waited to zone until BACCHESS had committed. And arguably, UYESHOTA, I think, is traveling through the zone a little bit faster.
Yeah.
That's going to be 56 to BACCHESS' 43. It's a livable spike, but BACCHESS needs to get moving immediately.
BACCHESS needs to do what UYESHOTA normally does and just, like, find a really good down stack.
Oh, and a couple of misdrops there from UYESHOTA. That might be a nice little breather there for BACCHESS.
Yeah, this... Oh, another one!
Hold. This is...
Interesting
a
use
lot of
zone.
Uncertainty from UYESHOTA that we're not really used to seeing this early.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy.
Seems to have recovered, but keep in mind, BACCHESS right now has a really nice amount of zone meter to work with, and although it's not going to be the most efficient zone in the business, it might not need to be at this rate. Getting in 40 lines, it's going to be at least a full board there for UYESHOTA, but UYESHOTA has found their stride in the center well. Perfectly clean up until line 12 with a couple of skims. There's the 48 line Decahexatris. And we are now into phase 3. BACCHESS has a little bit more garbage on the board, but again, against someone like UYESHOTA, you're going to want as much of an advantage as you can possibly get.
Yeah, and that's going to be UYESHOTA's first round.
You can see, even despite those early hiccups, UYESHOTA just playing incredibly fast, incredibly efficient, and just all around extremely strong. And this is going to be a very much an uphill battle, as I think you mentioned earlier. At least for BACCHESS' perspective.
Right. BACCHESS has a really clean board and gonna be zoning right into it.
Gonna be a little bit taking the aggressive action time around. 49 out of the Decahexatris, but might still be a pretty solid start. Question is, what does UYESHOTA have? Not quite a PC, but 54 out of the Perfectress.
Yep. Has a very, very clear advantage in efficiency over.
Oh, and BACCHESS is actually going to wait a little bit before going through this down stack as they realize they have a bit of an option to send a little bit more garbage and get through more of the cleanliness on that stack. But sudden spike there from UYESHOTA, and BACCHESS is right back up halfway on top of the board. Be very careful, as UYESHOTA already pushing things into phase 3. BACCHESS, again, has a decent amount of clean garbage that they've worked through, but now there's not going to be a lot of garbage helping them maintain clean efficiency. They need to work with whatever they can build. And has the full zone meter, is going to be going for a zone. Needs to counter about 10. Okay, so we've got just over 20 lines right now that UYESHOTA needs to counter. Probably going to get close to 25 by the end of the zone. And we're looping PCs for UYESHOTA. UYESHOTA would have had another PC, but they misdropped the T in zone. Still 60 lines out of the, I think, Decahexatris.
UYESHOTA's playing real aggressive here. Lots of incoming garbage on BACCHESS' side. Doesn't have the room. No, that's going to be another round at UYESHOTA.
And again, sometimes you don't even need to rely on your strong defense when your offense is that talented in and of itself. 300 zone attack per minute from both BACCHESS and UYESHOTA. And UYESHOTA able to get that first PC. All right, and there's a little bit of a misstep there early for UYESHOTA. Be doing a little bit of down stack to keep that board safe. Oh, but BACCHESS having to rely on a couple of skims on their own board as well. BACCHESS finds they feel to be a very comfortable opening. Oh, gonna have to skim a little bit. Able to get up to 19. Are we gonna see the full ulti? I don't think it's in the exact P sequence. 53 out of them. And 54 Perfectress. UYESHOTA's out of zone damage going to be the only catalyst that we're seeing here.
UYESHOTA with this clean 6-3. As we transition, we're very close to the phase transition. I don't.
Oh, and
is UYESHOTA gonna even
a whole lot of garbage?
I feel like at a certain point, BACCHESS has to use zone, right? Yeah, it's gonna be now.
I think that's still a phase 3 zone.
Yeah, looks to be.
Might still be able to get efficient, but I don't know how much that efficiency is gonna do. Able to get the 20. That's 51 of an ulti, but UYESHOTA is not far behind.
Yeah, and UYESHOTA has it. BACCHESS.
Right. Oh, but solid down stack?
Has a really good down stack, but UYESHOTA is about to just fill that right back up. BACCHESS is really, really trying hard to get back to the bottom.
Oh my goodness, the T-spin triple, the swag tower, I believe, from UYESHOTA there over on the side. And that just sent so much.
UYESHOTA's really pacing himself with sending that garbage, too.
I mean, just BACCHESS is playing so efficient. It's honestly more efficient than UYESHOTA, but the just raw damage output is just too much to handle.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Once again, BACCHESS takes a very slow route usually within a lot of these Phase 1 matches, but has been making sure that essentially every eyepiece that goes towards the stack is just getting used for down stacking through the clean garbage. Oh, and really a nice option to keep the stack efficient while staying on the side well. Oh, fortunately, I think the T's gonna caught, so yeah, 48 Perfectress there from BACCHESS. Not entirely positive how UYESHOTA's zone started, but looks like it's still ending quite efficient. Oh, trying to pull out the eyepiece.
Oh,
not
the
gonna
pole
go anywhere.
Yeah, no.
Oh, the all clear from BACCHESS. BACCHESS going for more.
That's gonna be.
Oh,
that's
are we
gonna
gonna
be.
see any more all clears?
Looks like the PC loop
Yes, we
continues. But I think UYESHOTA's ready at a certain point to send something back. Because BACCHESS doesn't have the room to keep doing it. Gonna cut it off short here.
Yep, does so just before the Phase 3 transition as well. Very smart timing there from BACCHESS, getting a ton of damage out, making sure that they have those resources there to counter UYESHOTA. All the T, oh, it's able to pull vault over, and goes for 19. UYESHOTA prioritizing speed.
Yeah.
Oh, but 58 still.
58, that's a lot going towards BACCHESS. That's going to be quite a bit of cheesy garbage, and BACCHESS just misdrops, ending that round maybe a bit earlier than anticipated.
And again, look at that. BACCHESS is playing almost one attack per piece, but it's just still not enough to overcome everything that UYESHOTA's been sending.
Yeah, UYESHOTA just has the speed over BACCHESS right now. It's...
I will say that this is still, like, I think the strongest player in terms of efficiency besides, I think, Aldo? I'm pretty sure even Firestorm was able to rely a little bit more on the speed department for their match today, but definitely playing against, what is it, I think OSW tomorrow, that's probably the only chance we'll get to see even more efficiency out of anybody. quite the perfect clear for BACCHESS that they were looking for, but able to still get a very respectable 19 Perfectress, but it's under 50 line attack, and I guarantee UYESHOTA is going to be looking for a huge spike there. 64! What a play there from BACCHESS. Just very quickly made that count of this is going to be, you know, a tankable amount of garbage. But
yeah, UYESHOTA is like piling just so much on top of this.
And that's going to cut over in the sensor. BACCHESS, again, just not able to really find their footing against all of this pressure from UYESHOTA. You can see, like, it almost sent it into phase 2 as well. Just so incredibly strong at finding, you know, T-spin after T-spin, remaining on the back-to-back, and just always finding these incredibly efficient solves. Do have a little bit of a misdrop there. Waiting on that next eyepiece, but able to still get it in time. And really, okay, pretty aggressive strat there for BACCHESS. Only 42 on the Ultimatress, but it's still done rather quickly. And will force UYESHOTA to return a quick zone.
UYESHOTA up to 19 here, getting the ulti, 65 attack. BACCHESS
is that
has to zone, or yeah.
Still, oh my goodness. And the fact that, like, BACCHESS, like, the point of going for a quick zone as well is, like, you're trying to force your opponent into a defensive zone or something where, like, they're not going to be able to play incredibly efficient. But UYESHOTA's been doing it so much so that BACCHESS, even after that quick zone, usually has to rely on getting a second zone just to offset that damage. Oh, and there we go. We've got Swag Tower into the T-spin double. Actually, no, never mind. We've got endless T-spin triple tower from UYESHOTA. We are looping the T-spin triples now at the moment.
Oh, look at that anchor set. You don't see that a whole lot.
And now it's going to be a little bit of a combo play there from UYESHOTA, all the way up to, I think, an 8 combo. Has already pushed it into phase 3.
This is a very aggressive play from UYESHOTA. Looking to
UYESHOTA they only need to counter about 20 lines. You can see that in the damage queue. This is probably going to be a lethal dose.
Yeah, that's pretty staggering.
Oh, and that team is
dropped. Yeah.
This is 6-0 right now from UYESHOTA. Just no match has really gotten close. And we've had a couple of misdrops from UYESHOTA over the entire set, but it's been so incredibly low. And their damage output has been so consistently high that BACCHESS really hasn't gotten much mileage outside of PC looping when it's been presented to them. But even in those scenarios, it hasn't really felt like they've been able to consistently rely on that. See a little bit of, like, center wall spike there from BACCHESS, just trying anything that they can to push UYESHOTA up and find them any vulnerable situation. Has not been able to. UYESHOTA not giving them any window of opportunity. Alright, BACCHESS going for the center wall spike. The eyepiece is not going to pole vaults. Only 35 on the Dodecatress, and UYESHOTA already up to 18 lines. 19. Gonna pole vault the Z piece for the 20 line solve. 65 again from UYESHOTA. And honestly, I think out of everyone we've seen, I can't think of another player that's been so consistently strong at finding these zone attacks other than UYESHOTA. And even after 2 zone meters, UYESHOTA barely making it, hasn't even made it to phase 3 and has already sent so much garbage that BACCHESS has no choice but to top out. And that is the 7-0 sweep. As we get the raid in from Star, but that is unfortunately our last match of the evening. UYESHOTA with the dominant 7-0 sweep.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think out of everyone that we've had only sweeps have been